Okay, this is Jerry Springer a lot. No. All right, can you introduce yourself?
I'm Giovanni.
Yep. I'm Naomi. This is Amelia.
Had my surgery last Wednesday, and I am an ex-LapBand patient from 4.5 years ago. And I am, it's been extremely hard for me to speak about this because it's been a very emotional ride for me, and I might even start tearing up, so I apologize for that. 4.5 years ago, I had the LapBand put on, and it was, to me, the most miserable experience I've ever had. Within 4 months, I just knew something was wrong because I couldn't eat, but I was still very, very hungry. And so it really didn't resolve anything for me. You start eating, and you're restricted because you can't eat. And so now it's almost like having a gun to your head. Don't eat. And it was misery every time that I ingested something. And it got to the point where I would force food down by liquid. So I would take a bite and drink something so that it would pass. And now my people that are proponents of the LapBand will sit there and say, well, why'd you do that? Well, because hunger is a very powerful instinct. You're hungry and your body thinks that starving is going to do anything it can to fulfill that hunger. And so then I got into a pattern with, and my wife, I wanted her to come up here to testify. When I first met her, I ingested something, and everything had to stop. Everything had to stop so that I could concentrate on the food getting through the band. And we would be having a conversation, and I would just go to La La Land. And I remember the first time she ever made me breakfast, it was like, what is wrong with this man? Where does he go every time he puts food in his mouth? So that led to irritation, led to more pain, to the point where I would productive burp, which means that stuff comes up, and reflux every single night, to the point where I haven't had a good night's sleep in the past 2 years, 2 years prior to the MGB. Would cough every night, would snore like crazy. And it was, I tried stopping to eat after, I made my pact of I won't eat after dark, so it'll help me with that. But it just got progressively and progressively worse. And so anyway, that's my LapBand story. I regained all the weight, well, except for 3 pounds. It was up to 227 day of surgery. 327, yeah. That's my wishful thinking. So anyway, do the surgery, get out of surgery, and I'm sitting in bed, and it was what, about 2 hours after surgery, you gave me the first drink?
Yep.
She gave me the first sip. I took a sip, and I started weeping like a baby, because I felt absolutely no pain for the first time in years.
Wow.
It was wonderful.
Otherwise, you're a proponent of the LapBand.
Exactly.
Now, are you going to let your lovely wife say a word?
Yeah.
One word.
Sorry.
It's okay. No.
She does have a story about last night, not last night, but the previous
No,
night.
I do have a testimonial as to his sleeping, because for the last 2 years that we've been married, every single night he would wake me up with his intense coughing. He would usually have to get out of bed, go to the bathroom, cough it out, or just be tossing, turning, snoring, the whole 9 yards. And I'm used to it, And the first night he was home, the first night I didn't wake up. And I actually woke up to make sure he was still there. And then the other night, I really, like, he was so quiet when he was sleeping that I like put my foot against his leg to make sure he was still warm. It was remarkable, and I'm thrilled so far with everything that he's experienced and just this emotional pressure that has been lifted from his shoulders. It's amazing, and I can't say enough good things.
I saw some hands up out there.
He's very huggable. Yeah. No one should have to experience pain with eating. And watching him go through that for the last 4 years, it's like, what are you doing to yourself? This is not living. You shouldn't even have to think about something when you eat. Eating should just be something you do like breathing. It shouldn't be hard. And so I'm just looking forward to all the many opportunities you're going to have not to think about everybody.
I'm looking forward to that.
Can we take your staples out?
Yeah.
All right, good.